Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Angel of Death, John Rare, beside my favorite co-host, Shady Jane. We have a special guest, the tattooed Brian White, along with his wife. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Doing our anniversary, actually.
Well, happy anniversary. How long have y'all been together? That's pretty cool.
We've been together for
6 years,
6 years.
married for 2.
Married for 2, yeah.
That's good.
I was about to say 7, so.
And John Rare bringing his trophy in.
Right here
Gosh.
is the official first inductee to the Venom Championship Hall of Fame. Right there. Sorry, just had to bring it out.
Yeah, it looks awfully nice there, buddy.
All right, so guys, for all the people that are live with me right now, I'm going to turn it over to John Rare. He's going to be interviewing Brian White and his wife, and their support and energy and what they got to do to within wrestling, like what a marriage couple's like.
Alrighty, thank you, Shady. Here today, we've got Brian White. You know, we've actually had like a little feud for a little over a year. Technically, just over a year is whenever we first started to get to know each other in the business. Obviously, both married, and you and your wife obviously married for 6 years, so that's a long time to be in the business. Basically, how did y'all meet first?
Through a friend.
Oh, through a friend. Neither one of y'all were dating said friend, were you?
No.
See, that's good! Because most of the time in the wrestling business, that's how shit gets started.
She didn't know nothing about wrestling when she met me.
That's not true.
Not knowing nothing about me wrestling, excuse me.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a wrestler.
So what was
Even better.
What was your thought when you found out that Brian White, in fact, was a wrestler?
I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it.
She thought it was hot.
So you thought Brian was hot back in those days?
Yeah, back in those days.
Oh wow. Wow.
Oh man, it's okay, Brian. You know, as us gentlemen get older, some of us get better. But you know, y'all have had an amazing relationship. We, especially my wife, loves looking at y'all's little photos. She gets all giggly, like, oh, how cute they are.
Oh my God.
But and you know that's cool because Shady does not get along with women, Sherry. So you know that's like a you're the one of the 1% that she gets along with and likes.
Well, it's like my buddy told me a long time ago, and it's true. She's about one constant that I've had through everything. Personal, professional, emotional. She's my rock. She's my best friend. I mean, I got lucky, I guess you could say, but I tell everybody she's my answered prayer because I prayed for a woman like her all my life. It was like, you know.
We weren't even looking.
Yeah, we wasn't even looking.
Like, I moved up here just to get my life back together and move back home. And I did not want to date anybody when I came up here, but I guess when you least expect it, when you're not looking, it's the truth. Like, when you're not looking, then it just finds you. Like, he has become my best friend. He knows every and anything there is to know about me. He completes me.
Yeah.
That's beyond funny because like that story is almost identical to me and Sheena, almost.
Only 2 years with us.
That's why we get along.
But weren't you and Sheena both doing backyard together?
Yes, we did. Like when I was actually on a date with one of my best friend's girlfriends.
Oh Lord.
And he showed up to the movies, so me and his girlfriends, you know, separated, and that's where I met my wife at. And
Because I was laughing at the situation. I was the other third wheel there.
yeah,
Oh wow.
I was let's not worry about the
Technicalities.
technicalities
It's
of what
almost
Rare
same
has been
story.
slanging, but Shady got with me, and yes, within a year she was backyard wrestling, and You know, I definitely want to do a whole different interview thing, like an actual video on Shady Jayne's wrestling, because she did some amazing stuff that men won't do. She did barefoot thumbtack matches with me. She threw me through a windshield, which was not cool.
It costs a lot of money to fix.
Hey, listen, we don't need to hear about y'all's honeymoon night. Let's talk about wrestling.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much all we did back in them days when we first met.
Yep, that's cool though. Many couples have done that, and I mean that's really neat. Brian has tried to get me to come wrestle at IWA, but I honestly have like super strength, and I don't know my own strength, and I ain't trying to kill nobody.
Right.
You would do a shoot style, baby.
Shoot style, baby, Kevin.
God damn, man, man, God, that thing you got to do it, man.
Look, kick y'all's ass.
So, along with that, Brian, you were officially announced for Carnage Cup, and I know that. And the only reason I'm bringing that up at this point right now is, that's pretty much your life dream in wrestling, correct?
Yeah. When I started in the business in 2011, that was my goal. As a matter of fact, it's no hidden fact. I mean, you were the biggest influence. You, Terry Houston, were my two biggest Southern Deathmatch influences. And then Spider Boudreaux when I learned about him. And I had a lot of naysayers along the way. My wife has watched me, and she's watched me lose sleep over this. She's watched me shed tears over this. I mean, like, I put my whole career into this moment right here. Like, I have waited, and when I seen that post and it said that I was announced, like, that's one of the best feelings in the world, because I mean, if people just knew the journey of what it took to get here, and I've been in business 12 years. It took me 12 years to even get a shot at IWA, and then it took me 12 years to get into the Carnage Cup. So it's one of the things where good things come to those who wait. And that's pretty much the same thing with my wife here. I mean, I waited a long time, and then the good Lord sent her right my way, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. So I put God and my wife and Carnage Cup in that order.
I haven't been here since the start of his journey, but to be here the last 6 years and know what his goal is and where he wants to go and be in, and to watch that happen, it's fucking awesome to be able to witness that. Like, he's worked his ass off for it. He very well does deserve it. He's had people to put him down, but he kept going anyways, and I just think it's really awesome, and it's what makes him happy. So whatever makes him happy, of course, it's my role to support it, but because I want to be there, I want to see him succeed.
And it's not always peaches and cream. Sometimes, in the business, bookings may interfere with weekends that we may want to do something, or that my wife has planned that she wanted to do something with me or whatever, or the trip itself could be far, and it could be, just the stress on us financially. And sometimes it's just not easy, but somehow, some way, my wife always finds a way to support me and figure out a way for us to make these things happen. So, I mean, a lot of people, I've had a few people, not trying to sound conceited, say thank you for what you did tonight or whatever when they see me at a show, and I'm sitting there thinking, you need to be thanking my wife. She's the reason I'm here, But yeah, being in Carnage Cup is a distinct honor. It's the most violent deathmatch tournament in the world, and whoever I'm facing that night, I just hope they know that I'm gonna fight like, there's 3 monkeys getting on the Noah's Ark, and I'm the third one trying to get on there to be second place.
Well, yeah. Everybody loves Carnage Cup, including me.
Right. Well, that's my wife's nickname too, Love Monkey. So.
Oh. So, Sherry, what was your first impression when you went and watched Brian at a first death match?
Honestly, I was really nervous, I didn't really know what to expect, but, I mean, just being there at the first show, once the whole initial, show was over, then I just thought it was the coolest shit ever, and I couldn't wait to go back to the next one. I mean, he's right financially. I mean, sometimes we spend way more money than his booking fee. But if that's what makes him happy and that's what he wants to do, then I'm going to be right beside him cheering him on and making it happen. However, that I have to get that done. But once the initial shock of it, I guess, the first time, then after that, like, I love it. I can't wait till the next show comes.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, I know, like, Shady here, she was already kind of born into it because I was doing the crazy stuff like that, when we met, jumping off barns and hitting each other with cars. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many crazy stunts that we did, including Shady. Got ran over by a what was that? A Ford Explorer, remember?
Yeah.
So
Good
times.
we were always doing those crazy stunts in the backyard.
Or has something on y'all. Which will be part of this cup, by the way. But not at the weekend, by the way.
Who is?
JJ Escobar from Poor Wrestling.
Yes. He'll be Sunday night, if I'm correct, unless things have changed.
Yes, against the Body in a Triple X adult match. And no, it's not going to be nothing like Softball Cup. Anybody that was there at Softball Cup knows how a lot of us feel about that show. But, yeah, I'm going to leave that at that.
Talking about a controversial show, I'm going to bounce off of that, and then we're going to get back on subject. I do want to send a shout-out to the Venom Championship Wrestling crew for last night. Was that last night or 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago. Sorry, I did take some chair shots that, for whatever reason, shook the internet. Has anybody not seen a wrestler take chair shots before? Because apparently they haven't. But
well, I think the woman was just disgraced because you didn't put your hands up and protect yourself, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're introducing a lot of new people to Rare. One match before I retire. So.
But didn't Funk do that before that?
Do what?
Wasn't it your tribute to Terry Funk?
Yeah, that was the Terry Funk tribute match.
So Funk had an influence in it, and if there were any type of true old school wrestling fan, they would know who Terry Funk is.
Right.
Just my opinion, but anyway, as you were saying, sorry, John.
Oh, that's fine. Trust me, I think these people are just like going nuts. But yes, Venom Championship did very well last night. Their next show will be November 4th in Rockford, Alabama. Unfortunately, John Rare will not be there because our anniversary is that weekend, and anniversary always comes first.
Amen.
That's right.
Even Kevin knows not to book me during Carnage Cup on November 4th weekend. Sorry, guys.
And everybody also knows that John Rare doesn't take bookings on weekends, really, during football season.
That is also true. November 4th will be scheduled at least LSU and Alabama in Tuscaloosa, and is it in Tuscaloosa or Death Valley?
I'm not sure. I don't follow either team.
I think it's in Tuscaloosa this year, and it doesn't matter what the other games are because it's my anniversary time with. Holy, what is that? Okay, we're doing good numbers right now. I was just checking out the numbers. Almost at 3,000 likes already, and that's a plus. Horns up to all my Texas fans.
Hey, how about them Gamecocks? There's just some love for the Gamecocks here. Hello.
Oh, yeah, they kicked ass this weekend.
Yeah,
Who did they play? I actually did not. I have not seen zero stats on that.
Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter about the stats. You remember when the first match you and I had? I came out in my Gamecock stuff in. Once a Gamecock, always Gamecock, forever to thee. I'm telling you, people need to stand up and recognize we're rebuilding, and this year's going to look better than it's looked in a lot of years.
That's true.
Go Gamecocks.
Okay, we'll put that there. Now,
And since nobody will talk about it in the South, go Blackhawks. Hockey, all the way.
Okay. New York, but I'll go with that.
you know me. We're both of us are up north. Me, Illinois, her, South Dakota originally. So.
Oh, wow.
So, but I was born in Birmingham. I am Southern bred. I just had to be separated from the state for a while, and then I returned. And apparently I returned to be hated on for many years. And then right before I retired for like the 20th time, all of a sudden people would appreciate me and want me to stick around for even longer, which I don't understand.
Okay.
Well,
Tell us how you really feel.
I've appreciated and respected the LIE whole career. I just didn't have the balls to to ask you for a match.
I'm sorry. I got a little high strung there. Well, because now
he's on fire now.
Oh my God! Are you okay, Brian?
Yep.
Okay, the speaker just went flying down like you took a rock bottom. I'm sorry.
I swear, this place is haunted.
You know what? We're not even going to discuss what's happening around this house that me and the wife actually thinks it's haunted here lately.
One good thing that's going on around that house, I just want to do a special shout out to Itty Bitty on getting baptized today. I'm so proud of you. I love you. Keep doing good things.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yes, that is true. Our secondary. Thank you. Our secondary. Yeah, I was about to say our secondary kid. Our second kid got baptized today, so.
Yeah, you should be very proud parent. That every parent should be proud of that moment.
Yep.
We're just happy that she did it without any kind of funniness or dancing, because we were expecting some kind of chicanery out of that one.
Well, she is your child, so.
Yeah, that's the one that's jumping off of everything now. Like, we gotta chill her out immediately. Hi, Wagner.
Mickey Knuckles won't have nothing on her one day. What?
I'm gonna try. Hey, you know what? Knowing that you did mention a female's thing, a female athlete, and I do want to say this very loud right now. I've been right about Coco Golf for how long? I said that she was going to be the next big thing in tennis, and look at what she just did yesterday.
I don't know. I don't watch tennis.
Okay, Coco Golf is the first American teen female to win the U.S. Open since Serena Williams in, what was that? Was that the 2001, I believe? Yes, I know some sports.
Calm down.
Sorry. I said that woman had swag to her game, like when nobody was talking about her. I'm sorry. Let me get on a different subject.
We're talking about Brian.
So I know. I'm sorry, but I hate when I'm right and everybody thinks that I'm wrong. Don't get me.
Ask a question to this interview, okay?
Sorry.
And I'm gonna ask Miss Shayna first, and then she can reciprocate and ask Sherry. And not allowed to tell me it's not. Ladies, how do you feel about ring rats?
Oh.
Okay. Calm down now. Wait a minute. Keep this PG.
Guys, we can't talk about that. That's one subject we can't talk about on this live right now.
It's got to stay PG.
Oh, went to the damn John channel.
There is downfalls in wrestling, just like every other job. You got your good, you got your bad, and then you got the unexplainable ones. John Rare's trophy again, guys. So.
All right, go ahead, John. As you were, I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask that question, but
Okay.
now that I know that. No, we don't do that.
Well, we can do it. It's just not the best place and time to do it at this current location
And time.
right now.
Fair enough.
Okay. Here's one for Sherry. This one will be good, and for you, of course. Young female wrestlers getting into the business. What's the best way, on y'all's opinion, for them to do it right so they're not projected or thought of being ring rats that got into the business? Because like when you're on the indies, that's almost the only way you see it now, to be honest. Like there are a few respectable female wrestlers around that I see that are just straight professional. That's what they are. But when you go to these small league, indies, you see a bunch of rats, just in the ring, and that's just the way it is. What is y'all's opinion on that?
One thing that gets on my nerves is at these wrestling shows, you've got these females trying to sneak into the men's locker room. And I think that's the most disrespectful thing to a wife. You've got no business being in there with men, period. You've got your own damn locker room. So that's one thing that I don't tolerate. But, I mean, to stand out and not look like a ring rat, like, don't be sleeping with all the wrestlers. Don't sleep with any of them. And just do you.
and let me get my side on this. My side is this: if you don't want to be perceived as a ring rat, don't do ring rat things. It's one thing to go in there and to want to pick the brain of workers and stuff like that, and to train to get better at your craft. But don't sit there and be flipping your hair around and trying to make yourself the center of attention, because there are real men in this business that love their wives and their spouses and significant others, whatever. But we don't give a damn about that. You can flick your hair all day long. You can suck off the promoter all you want and become a champion. I don't care what you do. But if you want to take you seriously, come in there like a professional, do your job, and act like a woman with class. That's my opinion.
And don't come in there acting like you're God's gift, because you're not. You give women a bad name, period,
Agreed.
when you go around acting like a whore. Like, I don't like that. I don't act like that. I got class about myself. Even though my husband's in that locker room, number one, I'm not a wrestler, but number two, even if I was, I wouldn't be coming in there because that's not my place to be in there. If I need to speak to him, he can come out. That's just something I don't tolerate.
And I am 100%, everything you guys just said there, I have said everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then it gets to a point where after that, what happens after that is not on us.
Yeah.
Right. But it gives women a bad name. They automatically, when you see a new female come into the business or whatever, you think automatically she sucked off the promoter to get that position or something like that, or get that place on the card or anything like that.
That's just because so many women have done
legit.
that.
Yeah,
but that's because so many women have done that in the past that now it just gives a woman a bad name. But if you come out there and show them like you mean business, you don't expect no special treatment just because you're a woman, and you go in there and wrestle. After a few times, you're not messing around with any of the wrestlers or trying to flirt with other women's wives. Then, a lot of people will take you a lot seriously than you were when you first stepped in there.
I agree. Yeah.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
There's got to be respect there, if they're married, introduce yourself to the wife,
Yep.
Exactly. I 1,000% agree with you. And I've been at shows before where women come into the locker. When they do, I try to make my way outside to smoke a cigarette or something. Or find my wife and say, hey, you want to smoke a cigarette? And I let her know what's going on.
I actually did see that, not the last show, which I seen it at this last show that we were at as well. But the show before that, there was a lot of, I'm not going to say the name of it, but there was a lot of women that were coming into this locker room, and you don't have any reason to. If you need to speak to your husband, guess what? Politely ask him to come out. But you think you're cute and to be seen, and you're going in these men's locker room,
and it's gonna
rub the wrong wife the wrong way one time. Because I'm telling you what, if it rubs me the wrong way, it ain't gonna be good for nobody.
And as a male, it's uncomfortable for me to be back there trying to prepare for my match, and I'm trying to focus on the task at hand, and then there's this female coming in while I'm trying to change, and it blows your vibes. It's not cool, and I'm not here to bash women in the business, because there's plenty of women that deserve to be in this business, and then there's plenty of women that don't deserve to be in this business. We all four know because we are part of it, but the ones on the outside looking in, you might want to take a good look at the people that you call legit good women workers.
Yeah.
And I say that with quotations.
Because the first time you come there, your first impression is what's going to stick with people. And if you come in there acting like that, well, I hate to be the one to tell you, but it isn't going to matter what you try to do after that. The impressions are, you've already left a bad taste in people's mouth.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Sorry, we mean that one.
Yeah, definitely. First impressions last a lifetime, and that is a guarantee. Now, one thing I do want to bring up, I don't even know why I'm jumping off of this on that, but last night I did wrestle Lawless James Barrett, and wow, what a match. And for the first time and the only time, I actually wore out my backyard Thumbtack Jack mask. And as I've mentioned on multiple interviews before, and even acknowledged by the real Thumbtack Jack, is my Thumbtack Jack character was around before his, but I actually wore the mask out last night for the first time ever during me and Lawless James Barrett's match. The show has been released, but the single match by itself is not released yet.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you from experience of working with Lawless, you know, and by the way, I heard your interview last week, and I want to thank all three of them young men for the kind word they said. I appreciate that. It meant a lot to me. But when it comes to Lawless, the kid has got that it factor. He's got that factor where if you tell him to do something, he's going to do it. He's already showing so many skills of a veteran, and he's not even a seasoned vet yet. I think he's only been doing this 6 years maybe, and he's finally starting to get his time in the spotlight, which some of us, it takes years for that. But he listened in our match. Great contender. He's tough as nails. The kid is tough as nails. He ain't no bigger than a beanstalk, but he can go. He earned my respect, and he got the hell beat out of him by me, Jay Blade, and Blaine Evans. So, I mean, if you can survive a match with all of us, and then you survive a match against John Rare, kid, you got some good rubs there. So, if I were you, I wouldn't take it for granted, because not everybody can say they have beaten John Rare.
Yeah, I mean, within those two shows, he beat me, Brian White, who was actually brought up in the locker room last night. Positive things, of course, the guy's talking about you.
I appreciate it.
And, of course, Jay Blade and Blaine. You know, beating all four of those names is some credibility. And I enjoyed it because he did say that wrestling me was a lot rougher than wrestling y'all.
Well, maybe I need to come back and show just how rough it is.
Wait till you watch the match. I think that you're actually gonna. I think you'll enjoy that match.
Well, of course I will. I mean, like I said, I have nothing negative to say about Lawless James Barrett. I mean, the kid is great. Again, he's the future of Alabama Independent, and hopefully beyond that of wrestling.
And if you got headphones, watch it with headphones.
I heard some people tell me last night that they were sitting in the crowd and they could hear contact with every hit.
Yeah, just put some headphones on. My bad, Lawless.
Shit's getting real.
Yeah, shit's getting real.
Hey, what's funny is right when you said that, I've got a screen up as well, and Barrett's laying in on me with those chairs right then. So, to say the least, we all left, both of us left with whelps and scars. He had a goose egg. Obviously we tore that chair up. It's out of commission now. The glass shattered over his head. I mean, it was a wild night. And while we are on that subject, it was brought up to express this from the Venom Championship Wrestling Management that the blood in the main event was blood capsules. So, if you want to call the ACC or try to be one of those types of people, do your research first, people. Sorry. Yeah, we had some callers again. Ooh, we do have a mystery guest that's going to be coming on here in a minute. He will be joining Brian White, the tattooed wrestler, and his wife, Sherry, probably in charge of Brian White. That's what was wrote down. I don't know who does the tele-rarer.
Hey, don't encourage him.
Hey, she laughed with me.
I got a question real quick, and I don't know if I'm allowed to answer this. I noticed in one of your videos to the Lawless one, if I recall correctly, maybe I'm just being, weird about it, but I could have swore I heard you whisper, "Boo if you love it." Did you whisper "boo if you love it" at the end of one of your videos, or am I just hallucinating?
Did I say boo?
Boo if you love it.
No, I said Bo if you love it, because I'm a huge Bojangles. I eat there for breakfast every day, one black coffee and the rice and chicken. Bo, if you love it.
It's awfully sad because the captions even said what I just said, so I'm just wondering, I thought we were good, I didn't know. I thought we squashed that. I earned the respect.
Oh yeah, we're good. I love my Bojangles. I like the coffee black.
Oh, all right. If that's okay.
Bo, if you love it, people.
Yeah, Bo, if you love it, sure. I guess that's what I heard. I don't know.
You know, with your age, you're not being able to hear properly the way you used to.
John, you're older than me.
We're at 5,000 likes, guys.
Oh, wow.
John, you're older than me.
Well, you know, it's all to do on like how the things are actually done.
Listen, that's why they gave the old man the Hall of Fame trophy. You know, that means you're towards the end of your career, or you're done. You know.
Well, that's wrong.
No, I'm just.
You know what? I agree with Sherry this time.
That just sounds wrong.
We have no problems. Me and John are cool. I mean, you know, I just wanted to ask. I thought he was using my catchphrase.
Oh, okay.
No, I wouldn't do that, man. We cool. I just like Bojangles. Bo, if you like it. Or
Yeah, ask him for.
this got awkward. This is the Angela Death genre with.
I do. I just bugging me now, dude. Like, I really thought we were good. Like, really thought we squashed the beef and everything. So, if that's the case, cool. And we can talk after this interview or whatever. But as far as I knew, we were good. So.
Oh yeah, we're good. I don't know. You're just being what do you call it?
Weird.
Very weird. You need to listen to your wife more.
You know what? My daddy always told me the 2 words that are the key to a happy marriage is yes, dear.
Yeah. Mine's usually yes, dear, and then I run.
Oh my god. I am not that horrible.
Oh yeah, if I don't have coffee in the morning,
I'm
I'm
running.
the worst person to be around.
Amen.
I do when I hit the floor.
Same
Yeah, she
here.
don't work 3 hours early.
Alrighty, we are about to call in our special guest.
Special guest, guys. The mystery guest.
Alrighty.
5K likes.
We're at 5K likes. We are about to start the second show. We are, of course, still here with Brian White. Let's see, is it calling or not?
Probably.
I just don't hear the...
Hey, what's up, boy? The body!
Yep, we have the body himself here on Shadyjayne85.
Video? You want to throw video on?
No, you don't have to do no video. It's just audio.
Hey! Alright, that's fucking sick. Yeah, I'm driving right now, so that fucking works out blessed. Yeah, it's cool to finally meet you guys. I've heard about you guys. It's cool to finally be down there. I've been trying to fucking come down to IWA for a while, so it's good to finally get it going.
Well, we are definitely very excited to have you at Carnage Cup this year. And, the subject of our next show, which will be starting in probably less than 30 seconds, will be professional backyard wrestling shows in the professional wrestling indie business, which has grown huge over the last few years. And I would say that, yes, Tournament of Death and all them are always outside, so it ain't like it's a new thing. But COVID really opened up the doors for all these independent organizations that could no longer run because of the restrictions